Hello and welcome to Mindful Moments brought to you by Saybrook University. We present mindful moments all throughout the year to the general community and also to our Saybrook community to make sure that we have a place to center and ground as we go through the tumultuous parts of our everyday life. My name is Donna Rockwell and I'm adjunct faculty at Saybrook University. So as we start our practice today, we're going to look at rain meditation, and particularly the last part, which looks at a concept termed as non-identifying. That means that we don't over-identify with the content of our thoughts, of our thinking. So as we start this meditation today, I ask you to remove things from your lap and get comfortable on the seat in which you find yourself. You can take a deep breath and let go of every moment that has come before this one. And bring yourself to full presence by becoming aware of your five senses, the sounds in the room, what you see, the feeling of your body, and gravity as you sit in the position you're in. Perhaps tasting the mint you just finished. So we bring attention to our five senses and find ourselves returned to the here and now as we sit here together. Eyes can be closed or softly focused on a spot in front of you on the floor. As we look at nurturance, what that means, and non-identifying in mindfulness meditation. The RAIN, or RAIN meditation, asks us to, first of all, recognize what is going on. 2, allow the experience to simply be there. A. 3, investigate with gentle interest. I. And 4, what we're focusing on today, nurturance with self-compassion and non-identifying with every single thought we have with such attachment that we lose our ability to have clarity in the present moment. So as we focus on our mindfulness practice today, notice when thoughts capture you, what Pema Chodron calls Shenpa, the thoughts that trigger us, and cultivate a sense of simply letting go of that thought as you return to your out-breath, gently dissolving in space from that cognitive stream. We are practicing letting go of the thought simultaneously with non-attachment, so we can open to our natural wealth of arising insight. Focus on the breath going out and dissolving into space, a tiny gap, the in-breath naturally occurring, again, a tiny gap or space, and then the release, the surrender, the wealth that we're provided by riding the long, slow, dissolving out-breath out into space. Buddhist psychology talks about form as emptiness and emptiness as form. In such a way, we are able to watch impermanence as it manifests in our life. We may notice how we hold our ego for fear of its destruction, where Pema Chodron says we can actually hold ourselves in the cradle of loving kindness. Our ego is always afraid. The ego's goal is to fight off death, where presence just is. We can step from this fear of ego's destruction into presence through mindfulness meditation, where our existence just is, where presence carries us back to our greatest gift, being in the here and now, without distraction, or while recognizing distraction. As we breathe together, long, slow dissolving out breath, tiny gap, in breath naturally occurring, tiny gap, low, slow, long dissolving out breath. There is no capital I in integration, just a lowercase one. Simply being in presence, sitting in innate awareness, in openness, in beginner's mind, and in the innocence of our naturally arising curiosity. So as we sit in mindfulness practice together today, make note of the thoughts that arise. Sit with them for a moment. Nurture yourself with self-compassion and non-identify with the content of that thought as you breathe outward and allow it to dissolve into space. As we sit in practice, non-identifying, as we gently and self-lovingly let go of thoughts and return ever so gently to presence. As you notice the stickiness of these thoughts, as you worked on them here in this mindfulness practice session, perhaps you can also apply this in your daily life as you're walking down the street or sitting at your desk or on the couch at home. If you find that thoughts keep ruminating, practice non-identifying with them as true. As Pema Chodron says, we're all in the same boat. We all have these difficulties with releasing thoughts that seem to get so stuck in our mind. So self-nurturance, self-compassion, non-identifying is a great practice to come into true presence. By embracing personal agency, developing the capacity to pause, and bearing witness to our multitude of ever-flowing insights, we acquire the skills to guide our boat through the seas of life, both rough and smooth. Through non-identifying with thoughts as solid, as either for me or against me, as ego tends to do, we can watch the weather of our mind without needing a raincoat or umbrella. In nurturing ways, we notice that we can sway with the blustery wind instead of marching against it. We can wash our face in the cleansing rains of fate rather than running to hide. We can glimpse the brightness of the sun, sustaining and upholding shared values and existential rights for all. The winged ones, the crawling ones, the four-legged, the two-legged, the plants, trees, rivers, lakes, and our precious earth. So thank you for joining us for Mindful Moments today. And may you take non-identifying with those sticky thoughts and a sense of self-compassion and self-nurturing into your daily life. Thank you.